True power is often invisible. The world mistakes noise for authority. Most people believe being loud earns respect. But respect, real respect, comes before words are spoken. It comes from the energy you carry. The moment you enter a room, the atmosphere shifts. People pause without realizing why. This pause is not accidental. It is crafted. It is influence in its purest form. Machiavelli understood this principle centuries ago. He knew rulers succeed not only by action, but by the effect they leave on others. Aura is the silent engine of control. It bends perception without anyone noticing. It commands attention without shouting. It unsettles without threat. And it is something you can cultivate. Aura is built on stillness. It is built on restraint. It is built on discipline of self. The loudest person in the room is usually the least in control. The quietest presence often dictates the rhythm of everyone else. You do not need to convince. You only need to exist in a way that is undeniable. This is not about being liked. It is about being felt. People obey what they cannot ignore. They adjust their behavior without realizing it. And that is where true power lies. Today, you will learn how to build that presence, how to create aura so strong it bends the world quietly around you. You will learn to speak less, move slower, withdraw strategically, command rooms without uttering commands. This is where influence begins, and once you master it, others will follow without knowing why. The first step starts in the silence you carry with you. The most dangerous power is invisible. It cannot be traced or measured. People sense it, yet cannot define it. When you enter a room, others hesitate. Their energy shifts before you speak. They mirror your calm, your composure, your rhythm. Not because they fear you openly, but because something in your presence unsettles them. This is influence without force. It is subtle, yet total. Machiavelli knew rulers could dominate without lifting a finger. He called it aura, the unspoken authority that bends people. Those who try to assert power through words often fail. Words are fleeting. Energy lasts. Stillness is a weapon. The man who does not flinch terrifies others. The man who remains unreadable dominates every interaction. Presence is stronger than appearance. It bends decisions before logic can intervene. People obey patterns they cannot predict. They mirror the energy they cannot define. Noise, chatter, and frantic gestures reveal weakness. Silence reveals strength. Calmness becomes intimidation. Deliberate action becomes dominance. The more others try to read you, the less they understand. That confusion becomes your control. The less predictable you are, the more they obey instinctively. Aura is not about visibility. It is about effect. You do not seek to be known. You aim to be felt. This is the foundation of Machiavellian influence, and it begins before a single word is spoken. It begins with your walk, your posture, the way you occupy space. Those who enter the room adjust to you. They bend around your rhythm. They notice when you are present, yet cannot define why. This is your unseen edge, and when mastered, it shapes the outcome of every encounter. Machiavelli said, "Everyone sees what you appear to be, but few experience what you really are." These words are not poetic. They are precise. They are a warning. If people truly know you, they can predict you. If they can predict you, they can control you. Your aura is not built on truth. It is built on perception. It is built on the carefully maintained illusion of control. Transparency is weakness. Visibility is exposure. You cannot allow others to map your mind. Never let them see your strategy. Never let them know your intentions. The more predictable you are, the weaker you become. Power lies in being misread, in being imagined, in being a question rather than an answer. The human mind hates gaps. It rushes to fill them. Your mystery becomes their obsession. If they think you are kind, let them. If they think you are ruthless, let them. If they think you are indifferent, Allow it. Never correct their assumptions. Let them project their fears onto you. Let them construct a version of you that is stronger than reality. Aura thrives in the unknown. It grows when people cannot define you. They try to measure you and fail, and in that failure they surrender influence to you. The world craves connection. It wants to understand, to predict, to trust. But you must resist this temptation. Never be fully known. Let them guess. Let them debate. Let them wonder. Mystery becomes your shield. It protects your intentions. It shields your power. It makes you untouchable. This is the art of the invisible ruler. Your presence becomes a puzzle. A presence that cannot be solved is a presence that cannot be resisted. Control is not about transparency. It is about suggestion. It is about bending perception without force. And the moment people wonder, what is he really thinking? You have already won. The unknown is your weapon. The unseen is your throne. Do not reveal your essence. Reveal only the shadow. The less they know, the more control you hold. And when they imagine you, they always imagine you stronger than you truly are. When you speak, speak with precision. Do not over-explain. Do not fill the air with words that dilute your power. Say enough to provoke thought, never clarity. Speak in fragments. Leave sentences unfinished. Make your thoughts a riddle. The human mind will rush to complete your meaning, and when it does, it will fill the gaps with fear, desire, and speculation. The version of you that exists in their imagination is far more powerful than the version you could describe. Let them debate your intentions. Let them wonder what lies behind your eyes. Never clarify. Never confirm. If they believe you are kind, allow it. If they believe you are cruel, let it be so. If they assign motives to you, smile faintly and withdraw. Silence is more commanding than speech. The pause before your words is a tool. It stretches anticipation. It amplifies the impact of what you say. When you speak too much, you give them control. When you speak sparingly, you own the narrative. Let your presence echo in the gaps. Every word should feel deliberate. Every pause should feel intentional. Fragmented speech forces others to participate mentally. They become complicit in their own submission. They wonder, they guess, they project. The version of you they invent will always surpass reality. You are not there to be understood. You are there to shape perception. Control begins in the imagination, and imagination bends before action. The aura you craft is strengthened by silence. It is sharpened by ambiguity. It grows when they try to pin you down and fail. Speak as fog, as half-truths, as riddles they cannot solve. Let them chase clarity that will never come. While they search for answers, they are already obeying. Their minds work for you. Their perception bends before your intention. That is the power of speaking in shadows. Predictability is the enemy of aura. When people can anticipate your moves, they can neutralize you. Machiavelli understood that rulers should not be fully known. They should be imagined. Change your rhythm constantly. One day you are warm and approachable. The next day you are distant and cold. One day you speak boldly. The next you vanish without warning. Give glimpses, then erase them. Allow others to feel they almost solved you, then transform into someone else entirely. Fluidity is dominance. Rigidity is death. Never repeat patterns. Do not let others predict your next step. Even small consistencies weaken aura. Withdraw strategically. Disappear when expected. Return when least convenient. Shift your tone, your energy, your gestures, not because you are lost, but because you are always becoming. In their uncertainty, you grow larger. In their hesitation, you gain influence. They begin to anticipate your reactions, even if you offer none. They measure their actions against you. They adjust their rhythm unconsciously. They bend their decisions around your presence. Aura thrives in mystery. It grows when they cannot define you. They cannot dismiss what they cannot read. They cannot resist what they cannot predict. Your constant reinvention makes them chase. It keeps them off balance. It strengthens your control. Change your patterns in speech. Change your body language. Change your energy. Let them wonder what you will do next. Let them debate your motives. Let them project their own fears and assumptions onto you. By becoming unpredictable, you force their attention. And while they try to grasp you, you already lead. This is the rhythm of uncertainty. It is a pulse only you control. It is invisible, yet it moves every decision around you. And those who cannot keep pace submit without realizing it. Silence carries more power than words. Most people rush to fill empty spaces with chatter. They fidget, laugh nervously, and overshare. These are signs of weakness. You must sit still. You must occupy space without demanding attention. Stillness is pressure. It is gravity. It bends the mood of the room before you speak. The longer you wait, the more they anticipate. Their attention becomes fixed on you. Your eventual words will carry immense weight. Pauses amplify influence. They make others uncomfortable yet intrigued. Do not smile by default. Default smiles are silent apologies. Maintain a calm authority. Do not flinch when challenged. Do not nod excessively. Do not lean forward in search of approval. Let them lean toward you. Let them wonder what you think. Let them project their assumptions onto you. The unknown is your weapon. The gap in understanding is your leverage. They cannot resist filling it. And when they try, they bend to your presence. Your silence shapes perception. It dictates mood. It controls attention. It unsettles the confident. Stillness unnerves because it is unnatural. Most people are restless. They overperform, over-explain, overshare. You do not. You are deliberate. You are composed. The more composed you are, the more power you command. Every gesture, every pause, every look is a signal. Even when you speak, your words ride the gravity you have created. Your aura grows silently. It spreads through anticipation, hesitation, and the weight of your presence. People feel it before they see it. And once they feel it, they cannot ignore it. That is the power of silence. That is the invisible rule of aura. Commonness destroys power. If you are always present, always available, you lose value. People grow accustomed to you. Familiarity breeds neglect. Aura is built on scarcity. The rarer your presence, the stronger your influence. You must make your attention feel earned. Every interaction with you must feel like a privilege. Do not reply instantly. Do not attend every event. Do not overshare your thoughts or feelings. Withdraw strategically, not out of malice, but out of discipline. Your absence should be noticeable. It should unsettle. It should make people reconsider your value. Scarcity creates desire. It makes people chase you without your effort. You are not competing with noise. You are making noise irrelevant by being exceptional. Do not offer approval freely. Do not seek validation. Your presence alone must feel like a reward. Do not make yourself common. Do not make yourself ordinary. Do not make your time cheap. Let people work for your attention. Even in friendship, even in love, your energy must feel limited. They will rise to meet your standard when you make it difficult to reach. You are not a participant in their rhythm. You are the standard they must adjust to. Every glance they steal from you should feel like a prize. Every word you share should carry weight. Every appearance should feel deliberate. This is how rarity becomes influence. This is how scarcity builds control. By withdrawing strategically, you force respect. By refusing to be common, you create desire. By being rare, you make your presence indispensable. This is the power of the Machiavellian principle of scarcity. Most people join the room. They adapt to the energy around them. They mirror what already exists. A Machiavellian presence does the opposite. You do not adapt. You infect. You reshape the room without effort. You set the rhythm. Others react to you. They do not lead. You do. When others laugh, you remain composed. When others panic, you remain still. When others compete for attention, you draw it effortlessly. Your aura is atmospheric. It bends energy without being seen. It shifts moods before a word is spoken. If you remain calm in chaos, others instinctively look to you. Even if you give no instruction, you are the anchor. Stillness is unnatural. And because it is unnatural, it commands attention. People assign meaning to your silence. They assume strategy behind your calm. They imagine power behind your gaze. They project authority onto every gesture. And all of this happens without you trying. You do not dominate through performance. You dominate through environment. You shape the decisions of others subtly, completely. They feel your presence long before they see your intention. Aura spreads invisibly, affecting the room like gravity. You must remain calm when everyone else is restless. You must let your energy influence their movement. You do not speak louder than them. You do not compete. You lead by presence. You control perception through subtle signals. Every look, every pause, every movement shapes behavior. You dictate rhythm without announcing it. You are the quiet ruler of the room. Your authority is felt, not declared. And when they leave, your presence lingers. Your aura shapes their thoughts and choices without explanation. This is the art of atmospheric control. This is how the Machiavellian ruler dominates unseen. Aura is not loud. It is not aggressive. It is mastery over emotion. Mood is a silent weapon. If you remain calm while others panic, you win. If you remain indifferent while others scramble, they lose. Every gesture, every movement, every glance must serve your strategy. Sit as if you have already conquered the room. Do not flinch when challenged. Do not lean forward like a beggar for attention. Do not nod excessively. Let them lean toward you. Let them adjust to your rhythm. Your eyes must scan the room like a strategist, not a participant. Every movement must feel deliberate. Speak only when necessary. When you do speak, speak as if your words shift the temperature of the air. End conversations with purpose, not hesitation. Do not linger. Do not wait to be dismissed. Dismiss yourself. If someone attempts to dominate, do not match their energy. Let them overexpose themselves. Let them reveal their need for approval. Then deliver one quiet, sharp, cutting remark. Fall back into silence. Your silence will echo louder than their performance. Control the room through your energy, not your voice. Shape perception with calm, unwavering presence. Lead with questions, not statements. React minimally. Let them project onto you their fears and assumptions. The less they understand, the more power you hold. Control becomes invisible. People obey instinctively. Their behavior molds around your unshakable calm. They begin to anticipate your reaction, even when none is given. Their choices bend to your energy. Emotional control is the foundation of dominance. It is the crown of aura. It is the weapon that moves silently, without declaration. And once mastered, it turns the room into your battlefield. Every encounter becomes an extension of your will. Your presence dictates rhythm, mood, and tension. Others may speak, act, or compete, but they operate within the energy you create. Silence, composure, and stillness become your most powerful arsenal. This is the invisible authority of the Machiavellian presence. True power is unseen. It governs without announcement. The most effective ruler is the one whose influence shapes outcomes, yet whose commands are never heard. Aura is not charisma. It is not performance. It is authority felt, not displayed. You must become inevitable. Even in silence, your preferences ripple through the room. Even in absence, your presence lingers. People hesitate, asking themselves, "What would he think?" They do not follow because you told them to. They follow because your energy has reshaped their perception. You are not the center of attention. You are the standard by which attention is measured. Your certainty is absolute. You do not react to praise. You do not react to criticism. You act with internal inevitability. People question their own thoughts just standing next to you. The highest form of influence is subtle. It is the art of suggestion without force. People begin to act according to your imagined expectations. They adjust their choices around your aura. You create compliance without asking for it. You command without declaration. You lead without appearing to lead. Your absence becomes a statement. Your return becomes a privilege. People crave your attention because it is rare. They respect you because it is earned. They bend to your rhythm because resistance is impossible. This is the power of the phantom ruler. Not a visible king, but the invisible force that governs every action in the room. Not through intimidation, not through instruction, but through presence, silence, and unseen authority. You are the gravity. They orbit you without realizing it. You are not observed, you are felt. And that is how a true Machiavellian rules. Noise is resistance. Struggle is weakness. True dominance is effortless. It does not demand. It draws. It reshapes the environment without lifting a finger. Your aura must make others align instinctively. They should anticipate your preferences without guidance. Even when silent, your influence should ripple. Even when gone, your absence should dictate behavior. You are the phantom ruler, the one whose energy sets the standard. Do not seek validation. Do not beg for recognition. Your presence alone is authority. People calibrate themselves against it. Every glance, every pause, every word must reinforce this. You do not push. You pull. You let them think it was their idea. You lead subtly, strategically, without need for applause. You are the invisible benchmark. Your silence speaks louder than their noise. Your composure outlasts their emotion. Your absence is punishment enough. They will crave your return, not because you demanded it, but because your aura has conditioned them. They adapt to you without realizing it. They obey without being told. They bend without understanding why. You are the standard they chase. The tension they feel in your presence is deliberate. The weight of your stillness is your weapon. You do not dominate through chaos. You dominate through order within yourself. Control is never loud. It is subtle, pervasive, invisible. People instinctively follow the one who feels inevitable. You exist as that inevitability. Your time is precious. Your attention is scarce. Your energy is expensive. They adjust, adapt, and anticipate around it. That is the ultimate form of control, the unseen influence of Machiavellian aura. They may never fully understand you. They may never see you coming, yet they obey. Not by force, not by fear, but by gravitational pull. You are the silent law, the unspoken ruler, the presence that shapes decisions without uttering a command. This is the highest form of Machiavellian mastery. Today you have learned the secrets of presence, aura, and silent authority. You discovered how true power is invisible, unpredictable, and irresistible. You learned to bend perception, shape behavior, and control without words. You explored stillness, scarcity, silence, emotional mastery, and the art of inevitable influence. You now understand that true dominance is felt, not displayed. It is subtle, strategic, and atmospheric. If you apply these principles, people will adjust around your energy. They will anticipate your actions, crave your attention, and obey instinctively. Aura is not performance. It is presence. It is influence that shapes outcomes before action is taken. Master it, and you rule silently. If you found these insights valuable, like this video. Subscribe to Psychology Insights for more content that sharpens your mind and strengthens your presence. Remember, the real kings never need a throne to rule. They rule through aura, through inevitability, through invisible authority. Apply these lessons, and watch the world bend to your presence.